Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man. Sounds like somebody's in heat. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Business Power Hour with Darren, Dimples, and the Music Man. Me. Hey, Dimps.
Hey, Mr. Music Man. How you doing this evening?
What's going on?
How are you?
Well, good. What's it? Two ladies. This is just a story. These two ladies at a network meeting came over to me, and he said, your show was really good, but we missed Dimples. Good evening, everybody. I just got the finger from Jim. It's all part of the story.
Right.
Hey everybody, it's Darren from the Business Power Hour. I'm not going to be in the studio tonight. I'm traveling.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man, except Darren's not here.
I'm here.
No,
I'm
you're
right
not
here.
Does anybody see that? Darren is not here. Darren is away.
I am right here, right
quiet
next
for
to
a
you.
second. You're not here. What if you got lucky?
Not the really interesting question.
That's a fantastic question, Norman.
Wow. See, I got fantastic. You just got good. I got fantastic.
Show's about him, so let's focus on that.
We are.
Were you drinking before the show?
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
There we go. We got it.
Let's go.
No, it's
Now we got to flop.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
smother it.
So, I think that's a music thing.
It's making noise.
It's making music.
Is it?
Yeah. That's so sweet. That's so sweet of you, Darren.
By the way, this is a Yankee station.
It's a
Thank
Yankee
you.
station, John.
Thank
It's a Yankee station.
All right.
Unfortunately,
We got bugs in here. What's going on?
I don't know.
Do you spray? Get an
It's
exterminator?
that time of year where you're getting bugs and stuff. As long as we don't have bees, I'm good.
Yeah, all right. That's
But
We have a lot of undulations out in the field. Undulations.
Is that a one? What the hell is undulation?
Fred, don't use big words. Hey, right?
So this
Help.
I gotta get him a cough button, Jim. What do you think?
Cough
Because-
button would be a good idea. Consider that a good question that he asked?
Great question.
There you go. I got
Pythons
one.
and brains.
You're double D?
I'm double D. Show's about him, so let's focus on that.
We are. Hey, give me some. Give me some loving.
How are you, Music Man?
Hello, Darren. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm
this week.
absolutely convinced. I'm absolutely convinced that
telling
you
you.
got some kind of brain damage when you had that thing last year.
I'm telling you that, and he called. And
It's not classy, but classy.
Seeing interviews by Darren and the Music Man. Ladies and gentlemen, Darren Siafi and Norman Wasserman.
Let's do this. Yeah. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man. We are officially on the air. Jim just gave me the finger again. Once a week, I get the finger from Jim. And Dimples, how are you?
Good, Music Man. How are you this evening?
Yeah, well, he did. He gave me
I know he gave you the
finger.
finger. He's always giving you the finger. Deservingly so.
Yeah, we'll get what we got to get eventually, right? So what's up with you, Mike?
Not
Oh, by the way,
much.
thank you for the
But
specs.
you like the specs,
I left
huh?
them- no, I don't like
Well,
them.
listen,
but
Walmart.
I can't see. So.
I think I got 6 pairs for like $10 at Walmart.
Figures.
So
No. We got a big crowd in here today.
we got a big crowd in
Yeah,
here
we
today.
do.
Actually, we got a returning veteran of our show.
multiple
Multiple time veteran.
We've been asked to please try and get him back on.
Right.
So I did call Michael, and I did say, please come back on. We'll do whatever we can to get you. And he said, not only will I come, but I'll bring some people along with me that can enhance the program. I don't know how they can enhance it any more than he.
Well, I mean,
already did.
he's just fantastic. He was
He's
just
the best.
tremendous last
And he
time.
got business when he was
It's
here.
right, he did. He got
phone
business.
calls,
He got
that's the whole idea.
the phone calls. We had a little trouble, but the phones are working because we got a phone call before the show even started.
Yeah,
today.
but hopefully
that's how well we're
It didn't
doing.
change. He didn't
So-
push through. We're right. We're good, right?
We're good, right, Jim?
Right?
All right. So
Okay. So let's start this
without
puppy.
further ado, we'd like to welcome Medicare Mike.
Medicare Mike,
Hey,
welcome
how are
back.
you?
Thank you,
Welcome
guys.
back, buddy.
And we also would like to welcome Cullen. and his lovely associate Joanne.
Joanne, right?
And we thank you very much for being here this
These
evening.
are some key people in Medicare Mike's team, right, Mike?
She is my why. She's the reason I am in this business.
Well, what's so special about her?
She took the time to recruit me into this
is that
business.
what she did?
Okay, so Mike, just so we can re-educate our audience or the people that didn't see the show last time,
Or the time before.
what do you do? What are you all about? What is Medicare Mike?
Why do people want you?
Why do people want you?
They want me because they need me, because when you turn 65 or you're on Social Security disability for more than 24 months or a few other reasons, you have to have Medicare. And there's not enough of us going around educating people in the right channels of finding the right plans for them for Medicare. There are multiple plans, there are multiple companies, and there's nothing but confusion out there. It's my job to try to unconfuse you and get you the Medicare
There's a
plan.
lot of people that kind of like do what you do, not as well as you do it, but why do you do it as good as you do?
Because
What's so special?
Because I love what I do. I have a passion for what I do.
You think?
Without doubt.
I am not happy if I can't help somebody, but if I can't help them, then there's a better reason why, and they know they have a better reason why I couldn't help them. But that rarely happens. There's always an answer I could usually always find.
And if I remember right, Mike, last time you were on and we were talking about that, how you'll sit with people and you'll go through everything and really assess whether or not you can actually help them or not.
Right.
And if you can't, you refer them to people you think that may, right?
Sure, absolutely.
You know, it's not about I'm here to get some kind of sale or just it's not about me, it's about them.
It has to be about them.
Yeah.
In the world of Medicare, it's all about the beneficiary. They have to know that they're getting something that is right for them. I could sit with them for 10 minutes and sell them a piece of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be satisfied. I
be-
would never do that.
No,
Right.
That's not
I'm sitting with them anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours
per person.
per interview, per time I'm with them, whether it's a couple or an individual. I'm finding out everything there is to need to know about them to find what's right for them. There's no one plan for everybody. There are multiple companies, multiple plans, but I'm working for that one beneficiary or that couple at that one time, finding out the needs they need. And what the husband has might not be what the wife needs.
Right.
And vice versa.
So
Right.
the last time you were on, it was just the beginning of the
The busy season.
The busy season, the rush to get people enrolled in the programs and those type of things. And when we talked about it, we have this short window of time that people can re-enroll and figure out what they want to do and change plans and all of that stuff. Now that it's after January 1st, what are the options out there for them?
Well, there are two options right now. New York has one that's ongoing all year round. It's called EPIC. And right now we're in the national open enrollment period,
Okay.
where those that have certain plans, Medicare Advantage plans, Medicare Advantage plans with prescription drugs, they are allowed to switch their plans one time between now and March 31st if they're not happy for what any reason. for
Does
the plan
open
to go.
enrollment just mean I'm already in a plan and now I can change?
I'm only in a certain type of plan and I can change, yes.
Okay, so you have this time frame, and how long is that period?
January 1st to March 31st.
Okay, so now it's another 3-month period.
Right. But after that, if you don't have what's called the special enrollment period, you're kind of stuck in your plan for the remainder of the year
Okay.
until October 15th rolls around again, and we go
All right,
into
so
planning for next
everybody
year.
to get in touch with you as soon as possible.
Absolutely. So if you have a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare Advantage plan with prescription drug, otherwise known as an MAPD, and you're, for whatever reason, you're not satisfied, now is the time you have to look into maybe possibly making a change to a plan that better suits you.
You want to
Okay.
give everybody a phone number that they can call in?
Absolutely. So tonight, if you want to call and you want to ask Mike, Joanne, or Cullen any question concerning any of this stuff, you can reach us at 631 415 1365. You're not going to say it. 1365. That's 631 415 1365. You left me hanging. I can't believe you did that
the
tonight.
number.
I know I know the number, but you left me
I was
hanging.
hoping you didn't
We were
know
supposed
the
to do
number.
it in tandem like we've
No,
done it the last couple
I
of
wanted you to.
Jim, do you believe he did that to me, man?
Senior moment.
It's there you go,
I have a
Mike.
lot of those. This lovely lady that's sitting next to you has been going like this all night agreeing with everything that you said. You want to give a formal introduction?
Absolutely. This is Joanne French, and that is Cullen Wright. They are with Advocate Health LLC, which is a field marketing office. They are the recruiters and help me get marketing materials so that I can do what I do. Without them, I would not be anywhere near where I am today, so I thank you both for being here. They are, as I said before, Joanne is my wife. She is the reason I'm in the world of Medicare. I've met Cullen over the last couple of years. Cullen has a great story to tell everybody in a little while. Without these two, I don't know where I would be.
So basically, they're the backbone of what you do. It's,
Yes.
it's kind of they support you and they help you along and they move you along in the process.
Correct.
As well as give you the support, any support you may need.
And don't take this the wrong way, but there's a whole team of people with Advocate that support us.
Well, yeah, and they're
Yeah.
out front, and obviously
Right.
before the show,
Right.
they couldn't stop talking about how much they love you.
How many employees does Advocate have? Is it
got-
nationwide?
It's
Yes.
nationwide, all 50 states and Puerto Rico. Probably got about 50 full-time employees, about 4,000 agents across the country that are affiliated.
4,000?
More than that, we have about 4,000
because you
actively
just got
writing.
14 more, right? Isn't that
Well,
what
4,014.
4,014.
Exactly.
happened? We want to be,
So
upfront
locally-
and with way things should be. Yeah.
Locally, we recruit for Medicare Mike because he's, bar none, the best mentor we've had downstate.
So really, Mike, you do, it's like twofold for you.
Yes,
It's not only anybody who's interested in doing this type of work really should get in touch with you
without a doubt.
because you'll train them, you'll get them up to speed, and that's what Joanne's talking about. Is you're the mentor of mentors because that's what she called you before.
Thank you. Well,
All right,
I,
bar none.
I like what I'm doing, and I do it
You
well.
love what you're doing. You got a good heart, and you got a good soul, and it's like a pleasure to always. We do a lot of networking
Yes,
groups,
we
so
do.
we're just listening to you speak, and you guys should know about this. There's no BS, no smoke. He is the man.
Yes.
He really is the man, and he is extremely well received.
Thank you. That's much
All right,
appreciated.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
See you in September.
Not before I talk about Epic.
All right, what is Epic?
Yeah, so talk about Epic.
Epic is a New York State benefit. It's really not a Medicare benefit, but it benefits Medicare beneficiaries.
Okay, so wait.
Yeah.
Let's slow down.
Medicare is a federal program.
Now you sound like a politician.
I'm trying not to be.
Okay.
New York offers to seniors. You must be 65 years of age. You have to have a prescription drug plan of some sort.
Okay.
You have to have income as an individual under 75,000, as a couple under 100,000, or 75 and under, or 100 and under.
All right.
And you automatically qualify. And it does two things. The first thing it does, those that are on Medicare know about the donut hole. And if you don't know about the donut hole, call me because somebody didn't teach it to you properly.
What is give us just a broad stroke.
Yeah.
What is the donut hole?
The donut hole is a period within the prescription drug world of Medicare where once you and your insurance company spend in 2020 $4,020 on prescription drugs, you now have to spend a higher amount on most drugs, 25% the cost of the drugs, until you spend $6,350.
Is this
Whoa.
why
A lot.
we have all of these elderly people that go to Canada to get their drugs?
Yeah.
And you know,
I just got back.
Yeah.
from Canada.
Yeah, I had to get.
But is that why you're so tired?
Did you get those
I'm
little blue
exhausted.
pills?
Actually, mine are fire engine ring.
Okay, there you go. But with Epic, it will help reduce
Always.
that donut hole. I don't want to go into too much detail. It could be starting from day one, you could eliminate the donut hole, up to spending no more than $3,000 and you eliminate the donut hole. But it does one other thing, and this is the important thing for any time during the year. It allows the beneficiary, and in the world, if you have a Medicare card holder, you are called the beneficiary.
Okay.
It allows the beneficiary to switch plans during the year for any reason at any time.
So if I'm getting close to that number, I can switch plans.
Or if your health changes, your doctor leaves the network, your hospital leaves the network, and it's now June, generally speaking, without a special enrollment period, you're stuck until next January.
So wait a second.
Having Epic, you can then
Very
switch
confusing.
during the year.
Okay, so if I'm on Medicare, or I'm on Medicare, and all of a sudden my doctor leaves the network.
Goes to Canada.
Goes to Canada to
Get your
cheaper
blue
drugs.
pills.
Right.
Right.
I'm stuck.
You
Canada.
are in the world of Medicare, unless you have a special enrollment period, you are stuck if it's after March 31st. Yes.
Until October, and I can
Correct.
change it again.
Effective January.
So basically, it's 6 months where everybody takes off, so they don't
Right.
want to do any paperwork, and
Right.
that's ridiculous.
And it happens more often than you would think.
I could imagine. Because a lot of times too, the elderly, they have doctors for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden the doctors retire, and
Right. Okay. I just got a call today from a client. It's during open enrollment, so I can do something. But if this was June, they could have been in trouble. A major company in New York called Pro Health has decided today, they got a letter, to leave one of the insurance companies. So they're no longer going to be covered by this insurance company. That's a major organization, Pro Health. That can affect thousands and thousands of people.
Oh, it will.
And if this was later in the year, and this is going to be effective March 1st, so if this was later in the year, a lot of people would either have to switch doctors or really have problems for the rest of the year, unless you have something like Epic.
So it'd be a good idea if anyone listening is not using Pro Health now and either got this letter today or did not get it, it'd be a good idea for them to call you.
Absolutely.
Right?
No question.
and that's what we're going to do. So, we got people lighting up the board here.
What's up? What we got?
We got Corey Perella, mentor.
Corey?
He's
Yes.
he is the mentor of mentors.
Perella.
Okay.
Kareem?
Kareem.
Hi, Kareem.
So, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Celestine Newton?
Yes.
Sally Newton?
Wow.
Okay. She made a comment about Norm flying in from Canada, and boys, Lainey Marie Scarfo.
Yes.
All right.
Hi, Lainey.
She's in here. You know, she's Medicare Mike is a pleasure to work with.
She is a member of Advocate Health.
Right. He literally. So I mean, these are some of the testimonials that are popping up on Facebook.
I mean, we just started. I don't know. There's 10, 20 messages here already.
Yeah, we got a lot of people popping up.
There's even more.
I mean, they're all popping up. Well, we got a couple of people that are putting a lot of different. You're very well liked in that. So, Mike.
By the way, your price is going up.
Mike,
you ain't getting this crap from us for nothing. You know, you may do this because you don't care about the money.
I don't charge a dime to my client.
He charges me a lot of money.
I charge him a lot of money. Yeah, Jim, you hear that, Jim?
Really? And this one over here, he's not easy.
Yeah, well, he's the one that charges the money.
Really?
He's
the boss.
To use this beautiful facility that we use.
Yeah, with all the accoutrements that one gets.
So, Mike, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
They can reach me by phone at 631-392-8268. Ask Medicare Mike at gmail.com. MedicareMikeNY.com is my website. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Alignable. If I may say something, Alignable just put me out there as a. They have nominated me as the small business person of the year for West Babylon.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations!
Nice, good for you.
Good for
Do
you.
you have to get votes and
Yes.
stuff like that?
Yes.
So
we're reaching out to
I got to
thousands
activate my
of people.
Alignable account now.
Yes, you have to
do that.
update your Alignable account and vote for me in West Babylon.
Well, you know, if this works, it's really going up more.
Hey,
This isn't going to September.
thank God I already booked September.
Well, you didn't pay for it. As fast as you booked it, we can unbook it.
When you book it, there's
These
prices
guys want
set.
to take it.
Tell him.
and
He's
sell
locked
books.
in. He's like, I'll fight for you on that,
Thank
Mike.
you.
All right,
I'll
we'll
fight
be
for
back in just a
All
couple
right,
of minutes.
yes.
Stay tuned. All right, so if you're interested in being a guest on the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man, please give me a call at 631-698-9696 or email me at norman@friendentusa.com or call Darren at, you can call me at 844-987-CBMS. That was 844-987-CBMS, or email me at Darren@bphdmm.com. I think I'm going to get in touch with you also.
Yeah.
I am, to make sure that you get here on time.
Oh, okay.
Next time.
Yeah.
All right?
It's the first time ever I've been late.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friend Entertainment USA. My name is Norman Wasserman. I am also known as the Music Man. Let me just tell you a little bit about Friend Entertainment. We put on concerts for charities, and we do that everywhere from New York to Las Vegas. We do R&B, Motown, rock and roll, jazz, whatever it is that you wish. Friend Entertainment will deliver the best of the best for you and your charity. Here are some of the names of the talent that have performed with us on our stage. Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner, The Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, the one and only ELO, Elton John himself, Kool and the Gang, and the fabulous Donna Summer. Go to our website, friendentusa.com. That's www.friendentusa.com, or feel free to call us at 631-698-9696. 631-698-9696, and we'll see you at the next show.
Small business owners, are you having trouble growing your business? Do you feel like you're always swimming upstream? Do you feel like daily tension that I can't get ahead and I don't know why? Hi everybody, my name is Darren Sayafi and I'm a business therapist. What's a business therapist? Well, some people call us coaches, some people call us advisors, other people even call us strategists. We take a vested interest in you and your personal development as a person and as a business owner to give you the tools and structure that you need to take it to that next level. So don't wait. Give me a call today for your free consultation and let me show you how you can help yourself.
And welcome back to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man and Mike, Medicaid Mike, brothers, and
Medicare.
Cullen.
Medicare Mike, not Medicaid
Joanne
Mike. Come on. I want to say hi to Eileen.
Well,
Eileen's
I am
on.
so, you're so
Hey.
involved in Medicaid and Medicare.
Right.
So you are who I said you were.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Eileen's on. Hi,
Hey,
Eileen. Eileen, I saw your message this morning. I didn't respond to your second one, but I will. I promise you.
Oh, she had a
Me
second
and
message?
Eileen are talking.
That's good.
So it's just not you and
I was
Eileen.
with, no,
It's me and
not
Eileen,
anymore.
too.
You take over,
So,
Dimples.
Eileen has a great question, Mike. For those, listen,
And
a
you
lot
know
of questions.
Eileen.
Jim, the phones are open now. Give
And
us a
what
call, 631-415-1365. That's 631-415-1365. Give us a call, ask us all those questions, and we can listen to Norm's phone making all the noises because he didn't shut
It's
it off.
people
again.
calling in, one information.
That's it. But Eileen asked a question about appeals, right? And Medicare appeals. And her question is, talk about appeals of Medicare when a person is let out of the hospital too soon. What can they do?
The first thing they should be contacting is in-house in the hospital. Usually the social worker in the hospital will coordinate between the hospital and the plan just to make sure everything is all right there.
Well, who's to determine whether it's too soon or not?
That's a combination of the hospital and the insurance company, which is above my pay grade.
Got it.
Okay.
I don't respond to why am I in or why am I getting out. I would refer back to the doctor and the insurance company.
So wait, if the
combined.
insurance company comes in and says, we're only going to cover them for 3 days.
If the doctor comes back and says medically necessary,
Okay.
chances are really good that they're
Well,
going to
what
have
if
a peer-to-peer review,
Right.
and they're going to discuss this and
What
figure
if
it out.
what if the doctor comes back, says medically necessary, and the insurance company says, nope, I don't care, and they get discharged?
That's not going to happen.
I've
They
never
can't do
had that
That's
happen.
not going to happen.
Okay.
I honestly have never had that problem.
Okay.
I've had many issues with clients calling because little things, but I've never heard anybody saying that, listen, they'd sent me out of the hospital soon. For one thing, normally the companies want you to stay in until you're ambulatory, be able to take care of yourself.
Right.
Because if not, then there's a home health
Right,
care
and they don't want to pay for all that
option
stuff.
that's part of it that they may need to pay for. I would find it very hard to believe that somebody is getting released too soon under the care of Medicare when they have a Medicare Advantage plan. I
Okay.
cannot speak the same when they only have original Medicare
Or a supplement.
or a supplement. When you're on a supplement,
They have too many variations, Mike. It's just like we talked about last time. It's frustrating.
You have to know what's right for you.
That's why we need somebody like you.
100% correct.
To help us navigate this crazy road.
How many times people have called me and said, okay, come on over, but this is what I want. And I say, okay, but I'm going to come over and be compliant, and I got to show you everything.
Right.
And when I leave, they've taken something other than what they thought they wanted.
All right.
Only because
and they think they know what they want because their friend has X, Y, and
exactly.
Z, but their problems are
My
totally
friend
different.
told me.
I want
love
my
that.
friend has.
Right.
My friend said that
you got to have this plan. It's the most expensive plan. It's got to be the best.
It's got to be the best because it's the most expensive.
I'm going to tell you point blank. I have 0 premium plans that I think are better than anything else I have, and you don't pay a penny for them.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's definitely awesome.
Rachel.
So Rachel.
Joanne.
Rachel. Who's Rachel?
This person who just contacted me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You going on a date?
Don't tell his
Renee,
wife.
if you're watching,
she is watching. Hi, honey.
Hi, Renee.
I love you. Joanne, talk to us.
About?
What you do?
We.
Why you came?
Yeah, why are you here tonight, Joanne? Other than the fact that you're from Freeport.
I am
originally.
I am originally from Freeport. I support Medicare Mike. He is a personal success story to us. He is a dedicated mentor locally and trains our brokers that are new in the field and helps brokers that want to be advising their clients about Medicare to know what they're doing.
So I heard you today talking about how you recruited 11 brokers today.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Indeed.
And how do you do that?
Where'd you get them?
Did you get them from a guy like him?
Nope.
No,
If she tells you, she'll have to kill you.
I can't share all my secrets.
Well, tell me about if somebody was interested in becoming a broker, right? Would they reach out to you to?
They would.
Okay.
People don't know they're interested in being a broker until they get a letter from us that says, "Are you sending Medicare referrals to another broker?" And then they think, "Huh, I have a book of business. I have clients that are asking me about Medicare, and I don't do that. Why don't I do that?" You don't have to give up your day job to work with us.
You don't?
Absolutely not.
Well,
You got another job.
I already have 3. But Mike works full time at
He
doing
does.
this, right?
Now, but originally he was a property and casualty broker doing tax preparation and other lines, and he had clients saying, "Hey, can you help me with Medicare?" And he was giving those referrals away. And I said, "Hey, let's integrate a product into your portfolio so you don't have to turn those referrals away and you can write them in-house. It's a residual income business." So Mike is an anomaly. He has transformed into full-time Medicare, but 90% of the brokers I work with do this part-time.
So it's just a something that's in their portfolio of offerings.
Precisely. They integrate a product or two into their portfolio to
So are
accommodate.
they insurance people?
They're health insurance licensed. That's all you need is a health license.
Okay, so you're taking these people and then teaching them your end of the...
Exactly.
They're-
Actually, Mike is teaching them on the island.
okay.
They could be financial planners.
They're
They could
majority
be
of financial
insurance
planners.
brokers.
They just have to be licensed in health insurance. to sell health
and
insurance.
have clients that they need to control, and control in a good way, that they're managing their own clients, and yet they're saying, okay, I need help with Medicare, and they don't know how to help them, and they say, I don't know what to do. And
Well,
now,
what if-
and all of a sudden they're going somewhere else, and now that someone else may be another financial planner
It's a
that
fox
takes the
in
business
the
Why
from
don't
them.
you talk about this at network meeting? Why don't you...
I do.
You're not
I do.
paying attention.
I do.
I guess I'm eating.
That's what you're doing. You're not paying
I
attention.
tell them all. I tell everybody
And Mike,
wherever I go.
he says he listens to every word you. He said that
Yeah,
before,
he
right?
did.
He said he
Yeah,
listens to
that's
every
why
word you say.
I don't
And
want to say
obviously
that
he's
you're
not
not
paying
telling the
attention.
I
truth.
guess that was the snoring I heard in the back of the room.
That could be. What time of the day was it?
I think it was lunchtime.
It was lunchtime. Yeah, he
No,
takes.
I have to eat my lunch.
Siesta.
Then I
Then you okay. No, but no, all walks of life. People have this license that don't sell insurance necessarily, but they have the license. And
What's the point?
what's the point is in case
Have a
they need
license
it.
and not...
Once you get it, you don't want to give it up. To get it back again can be a pain in the neck. So you may have been in the business once in your life. I will never give up. I hold a broker's license. I hold a life agent's license. I'm not a broker anymore, but I'm not giving up that license. I'm going to renew it all I can. If somebody comes across and wants to write a piece of business, it's worth
You'll be able
it.
to-
So a lot
Okay.
of people walk away with the health license and never use it, and get these letters from Joanne, and boom.
Looks like you got a good question.
We have a good question here.
All right.
All right, from Celestine. All right, I'm going to say
Mrs. Newton,
Am I
how you
saying-
doing?
Am I saying it right?
Celestine, yep.
Okay. What can you do if two people are in a nursing home, elderly, needing help in long-term care? Should they switch to a plan that covers long-term care? That's question one. And then the follow-up is, how about people on Medicaid? Is it possible to switch while in a nursing home?
To the first point, long-term care and Medicare do not mix. One is completely different than the other. In order to cover yourself for long-term care in a nursing home, you need to have long-term care or Medicaid planning, estate planning, some way to cover it. Has nothing to do with Medicare, only on a short-term basis. To answer the second question, if you have Medicare, Medicaid, I don't care if it's in a nursing home setting, in a home setting, if they're living with their children. If you're Medicare, Medicaid eligible and you meet the criteria, absolutely can switch plans at any time.
And institutional.
And institutional as well. That's what I meant, but a nursing home. Yeah.
All right. So hopefully, Celestine, that answered your question. If not, give us a call and let us know.
And ask the question.
And ask the
Right
question.
over the telephone.
631-415-1365. That's 631-415-1365.
Got it.
Got it.
Anything else you can tell us about your company before we jump to
Well, if
calling?
somebody's interested, right, should they contact Mike
No.
or should they contact you?
They should contact
All
me.
right, Joanne. How can people contact
Well, they
you?
can call me direct, 954-702-9061.
Repeat it again.
954-702-9061 is my cell direct, or they can call the company directly at 800-709-5513 and just say, I want to learn a little bit more about your company.
Can they do it online?
Yep, they can go to advocatehealthllc.com. I want to be a broker, or I want to learn more. Absolutely. And once they plug in their zip code of New York, it'll come right to me. So I'm the Northeast Regional Manager for New York. And we work with all kinds of brokers: health insurance, life insurance, property and casualty, financial planners, retirement, wealth preservationists, any kind of a broker that has a health license that is currently working with a book of business. We can help them retain and grow their practice.
What if somebody just got their health license and
Perfect.
they don't have a book of business?
That's even better. We grow it together.
You grow it together.
We grow it together.
And
We're a
you
team.
help them through the process.
Oh.
You give them the tips and tricks and all.
Until
all the
they tell me to
different-
go away, I'm supporting them.
Okay.
Until they say, stop calling me, Joanne. Stop texting me.
Is it good for you to meet like major carriers to go and present another option for these people? Could I hook you up with other HR types, recruiters? Would that help you?
Absolutely, yes. So people don't know what they don't know, right?
You got it.
Okay.
I will do that for
Thank you, sir.
I have
Oh,
two people that I can introduce.
Love
He's the second best networker on the island.
Who's the first?
Mike.
Wow.
I agree with you on Medicare Mike. Thank you.
I'll take my hat to Norman.
Thank you, Norman.
Let's put it this way. I go to events where he's not there and everybody knows him. Everybody knows Norman. Yeah,
Love
it's amazing.
But now they're going to get to know Cullen.
Yeah, right. And listen, well, first we want to thank Cullen. Cullen's a 34-year veteran of the United
US
States
Army.
Army, right? Retired.
Thank you.
Right? Thank you
Thank you
very
for
much for
your
your
service.
service.
Thank you.
So, Cullen, how were you involved in this whole thing?
Well, tell us before you do that.
Sure.
Tell us about what you did in the service.
Started out in 1985, right out of high school, freshman year in college. Needed to pay for college. A lot of people at that point in time,
Got it.
we hadn't been involved in a conflict of any size in a few years by that time.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of guys went in for college money. I was one of them. Paid for all my college, had a full ride, better than if I was good at a sport. So, loved it. Fit right in with it, enjoyed it. Left out of that, and I started in a military police unit. And I really enjoyed that. Enjoyed what
Is
we
that
did.
where you trained, military police?
I did. I did.
Where'd you do your basic training?
Basic training was at Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
The hottest place in the
Is that
world.
where you picked up the accent?
Oh, I'm from southern part of the island. Yeah.
Southern New
Yeah,
Jersey.
about 3 words into this, you know I'm not from around here.
Right near Atlantic City.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yo.
Little bit lower. But did that. Went to Fort Jackson, Fort McClellan, Alabama, which should glow in the dark. There's so many chemicals there. But went to that and came back and started actually the Charlotte Police Department and worked there for a while as I was balancing active duty and reserves together. So I spent a lot of great time in the Army. Enjoyed several different specialty things. I got to work in forensics. I got to work with CID, which is sort of the Navy or the Army version of NCIS. Everybody knows that from the TV show. So
Must have been interesting.
Oh yeah, and I saw one of our guys watching on here is Mike Ackerman, one of the legends in the CID community. So he's on there. So hey Mike, and I had a great ride. I really did. Had a great ride. Got to do some neat things. As I was leaving, though, you pick up a lot of skills along the way that make you very marketable. So I don't think the insurance world was really on the radar.
I don't think so.
My boss is another retired colonel. We served together in the Army for many years together. And he asked me about it. Originally, I was a little apprehensive, like, I think I'm going to try and get a job at the NSA or something like that, because I worked a lot with the Terrorism Investigations Unit. He said, well, get your license. Get your health license first before you make that decision. He said, you're going to need to make these decisions here soon. And I don't look bad to be 65.
Yeah. Are you 65?
No, I'm 53.
Okay. I was going to say. Well, wait a second. Yeah, I'm sitting there going, wait a second. You told me when you started college, I'm like, wait a second, he's a year younger than me.
Yeah.
So,
but no, so as soon as I got that, I was really upset because my mother was on original Medicare only the last 3 years of her life. And financially, it was devastating. It's very, and Mike's the Medicare expert, so he'll throw something at me if I get this wrong. But it's basically an 80-20 split. There's no cap on that 20.
Right.
A third of the population out there is making that same, what I firmly call a mistake, to stay on that. Because original Medicare is your passport to get into these plans that we sell. And you should move on to that and get it. Because you can't have an Advantage plan on the market unless it has everything original Medicare has in it. So why would you stay in that?
Right.
That's one of the questions that keeps me up at night. But anyway, we started, and I do the Veterans Initiative. And Mike is an Army veteran. So
your company has a separate division for vets?
We do. Veteran-owned, veteran-operated. And we have an initiative around veterans. And the 50,000-foot view of what we do with that is I help them with the VA and the Medicare together.
So let's talk about, we were talking about that before the show.
Yeah.
Right? And, you see all these nightmare stories about the VA and how it's run and, the unbelievable way that some of our veterans are treated. And from what I understand and the people that I know, it's not necessarily the people that work at the VA's fault. It's the resources they're given and the way that it's run.
The VA is like the largest HMO in the country. They've got Mike, 160 hospitals across the nation.
Something like that.
Something like that. Don't hold me to that number. But I've gotten great care at the VA. The doctors that are there, it's just like any human system.
Right.
You're going to have some good. You're going to have some bad. Bad news.
I'm so sorry.
No, we have a show. We have a show now.
But
Rocky.
The bad news stories are, that they get the airtime. The good news stories, maybe you don't. We've got one of our peers at Humana, Mike, was saved by the VA. They found cancer.
Oh, really? Okay.
These plans that we have, I've got two fellow former brigade commanders that used the plan that we had and one went to MD Anderson, one went to Johns Hopkins, I believe it was, and had really hard to detect cancers found.
Wow.
That had been missed previously. And that's in no way a bash on the VA. The very best physical I ever had in my life was a 6-hour head to toe. You're getting out of the Army, you're now in the VA, come on in.
Yeah, but you were one of the lucky ones who was able to get that good care. We hear all these stories about how they have to wait for hours and hours and you got to travel and then the care isn't that good, whatever.
Well, that's what I love about what we do. Because I tell people the VA's got some great care. They led the electronic medical record. They pioneered a lot of prosthetics. Good things at the VA, a lot of vaccines were developed there. But at some point in time, as good as your VA is, you may have a time problem. You may want to get in a little quicker than they can get you in. You may have a distance problem. You may not want to drive all the way across. You may want to see a specialist of your choosing, not just who's on contract with the VA. Now, the VA sent people off campus for years and years. That's nothing new. but you want to see Dr. Jones instead of Dr. Smith. Well, the VA's guy's Smith. You got to see him, and they pick good guys, so there's nothing wrong with that. But the one that you can't get around is the one I was telling you about. The two guys I know, outside second opinion, different set of eyes, different set of labs, different set of equipment.
And that's where you come in.
Yeah, that's
helping them.
Mike, once we get, and 60% of veterans aren't even enrolled for the VA.
Right.
That's another one that bugs me.
Wait a second. So
60%.
So you're telling me that in the you're in this out process of getting out of the military, you're not automatically enrolled in the VA?
No. And especially back in the day.
How do you not get involved? Get enrolled in the
The
VA?
military does a lot of things now that they didn't used to do before, and they really have a hands-on approach.
So they don't allow you to get, you don't get in now, but you were able to get into the VA prior?
No, that's not what he's saying.
It was that they manage you a little bit more when you leave the military now. Back in the day, it was like, see ya.
Yeah.
And there were guys that we deal largely with our Vietnam era veterans. That's our 65 and up veteran population. Mm-hmm. They do have some horror stories about the VA. They have horror stories about support organizations that their own peers didn't embrace them coming back. So, and that's one of the reasons we joined the Vietnam 50th Commemoration Association. A little bit of a sidebar on what we're talking about now, but we joined that. That's a DoD, Department of Defense managed organization. It's just a way for us to say thank you. And I've been out and I've given that little pin. There's a letter from the president, little bumper stickers. Guys broken down in tears. They're like, that's the first time someone's told me thank you and welcome home in 50 years.
I had a very dear friend of mine who retired full bird out of the Army. And one of the things, and he was a Vietnam era, a person, but he didn't go to the Nam. He got stationed in Hawaii. Yeah, he had a tough time. Yeah. But he was in the medical division. But he would always tell me, he goes, whenever he saw somebody from that era, the first words out of his mouth was always "welcome home."
Oh yeah.
That was
welcome home.
Welcome home.
That's
so
it.
I do that now. I take
Good
that
for
out.
you.
So
thank you for that.
Yeah,
that means a lot.
It does.
I can't count them on every digit here.
Well, even
the guys broken down in tears.
Even our guys who are coming back now, sometimes we take for granted the fact that the stuff that they're going through, over there.
It's the longest conflict in our nation's history, with no end in sight.
Nope.
So
and it seems to be escalating again.
Oh yes.
So
but,
that's the scary part.
But back on your original piece there, 60%. There's 22 million veterans. There's only a little over 9 million that are even registered. And I hear two things. Because basically for the last 5 years, I've gone coast to coast talking to our veterans. I'm saving it for someone that needs it more than me. It's the veteran mindset. I'm not going to use that somebody's going to need it more than me. Absolutely, the opposite is true.
Right.
The funding is based on enrollment. When you're not counted in the numbers, you're dinging the budget. Right. You're not saving it for anybody. Go create the it by signing up, and then it's yours. It's there for you if you need it, but you've created the it. Yes, sir.
Let's say I'm a vet, I'm enrolled in the VA, but I live 3 hours away from the nearest VA.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sick, and I really can't ride 3 hours. Why? I know the answer, but I need to feel good about what you're going to tell me, possibly. Why can't I go to my local doctor, be examined, and the invoices and the charges get sent to the VA on my behalf? Why do I have to travel 3 hours or 2 hours there, 2 to 3 hours coming home, sit there for an hour or two before I get to be seen?
Sure.
I mean, that's not right. I'm 65, 67, 70 years of age. Okay. Why can't something simplistic like that get done?
There's 2 or 3 ways you can address that. One, if it's an emergency, you go to the emergency room within 72 hours, you tell the VA to reimburse.
Right.
The other way is the VA does have a program where they have doctors in the community that are partners with the VA where you can go there. And it's just a network program.
Why isn't that advertised? I mean, I'm just an average Joe, whatever.
Well, the pessimist in me says is if we got everybody in the VA to sign up, it would break the bank, because we'd be a year ahead of congressional funding to get those numbers. The short answer is I just don't know. And that's why I love what we do. We get the word out on that. There's no downside to what Mike does with our veterans. If we simply just look at what you're doing and say, okay, you use the VA. You're using all these buckets at the VA, the different pieces. You're in the right Medicare plan. You've had a professional validate your decisions. There's no downside to sitting talking with them. But and the last way you can do that is you got the emergency, you got the doctors that are in network that are civilian partners of the VA. The other thing is you compare a plan like Mike has. If I get the flu on Thursday afternoon and I say, hey, I think I'm going to tough it out, by the time I can get into a VA, I may be over the flu. So it's great.
Or it may have gotten worse.
Or may have gotten worse. May have gotten worse. So it's great to have a plan like Mike can put you in, and he represents all of them. I love that too, because he has no vested interest in putting you in
any particular
anything.
plan.
No, he's not the guy wearing the orange shirt or the purple shirt or the green shirt. He represents them all, and he makes the same on every one of them.
He likes that blue shirt, though.
He likes that blue. He looks
He
good.
wears a-
He
looks
looks
good
good in the blue shirt. It brings out
It
his
goes
eyes.
nice with his
Yeah.
ruddy complexion.
We're making him blush saying all this good stuff about him. But that's where the plans like that, you get sick, don't hassle with all that. Just go to the Minute Clinic, get taken care of down there. That's the beauty of putting the two together.
And the best part of that, for the veterans, for most people, not just veterans, 0 premium. They're not paying a
There's
penny
plans that
for
give
this.
you money back.
So all
There's
of
Part B
these
rebate
programs are there for the taking for our veterans.
Yes.
And they don't even know about it.
Correct.
They don't, or I spend a lot of time, especially when we have a Part B give back plan. That 134 that comes out, there's plans that drop that where maybe only 90 comes out. There's one in Florida that $4.50 comes out. So
Wow.
drops at $130.
Wow.
You spend more time explaining why it's not too good to be true.
Yeah.
I have to say, that pot of money that you paid into all those years,
Yeah.
those 40 quarters at least, that's your money. That money you're paying right now, that's your money. Let the government spend some of your money on you.
Right.
Okay? Don't, because they said, well, I don't want to pay that, or I don't want to use it. It's
So
like,
how often do you get this? I mean, it sounds like it's a common thing, because as we know, our veterans, like yourselves, you sacrificed. You sacrificed for our country. You sacrificed. You gave a big part of your life to protect us.
Absolutely.
And every veteran that I know, first and foremost, it's never about them. It's about helping others.
Yeah.
Right. And
when they hear about their impact on the budget,
Mhm.
they open their eyes. They're like, I didn't know I was hurting the budget.
Yeah.
And then they like their loved ones too.
Mhm.
So then the other thing I hear is, well, I'm only hurting myself. It's like, no, I'm going to tell you about one program. It's called Aid in Attendance. In certain circumstances, a veteran has 5 functions of daily living. 2 of them can be impaired. There's a net worth piece in there, but you can get it's a couple $1,000s to help with your home health care.
Really?
I'm a big guy. I don't need anybody trying to lug me around when I lose the ability to get in and out of and bathe myself. They're going to drop me. I'm going to get hurt. If I fall on them, they're going to get hurt. So take advantage of that. So when I say, look, you're dinging the budget, you're putting your spouse and yourself at risk when you get to the time when you need that help that Aid in Attendance can do. It's like the light bulb comes on. They're like, where do I sign
Freeze
up?
right there. We have to take a break. We're a little bit late in doing that. So everybody stay tuned. We're going to have Coleman continue with this conversation, which is really, really interesting, and we want to hear some more about it. We'll be back in just a minute. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friend Entertainment USA. My name is Norman Wasserman. I am also known as the Music Man. Let me just tell you a little bit about Friend Entertainment. We put on concerts for charities, and we do that everywhere from New York to Las Vegas. We do R&B, Motown, rock and roll, jazz, whatever it is that you wish. Friend Entertainment will deliver the best of the best for you and your charity. Here are some of the names of the talent that have performed with us on our stage. Stevie Wonder, Tina Turner, The Temptations, Earth, Wind and Fire, the one and only ELO, Elton John himself, Kool and the Gang, and the fabulous Donna Summer. Go to our website, friendentusa.com. That's www.friendentusa.com, or feel free to call us at 631-698-9696. 631-698-9696, and we'll see you at the next show.
All right, so if you're interested in being a guest on the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man, please give me a call at 631-698-9696 or email me at norman@friendentusa.com. friendentusa.com, or call Darren at.
You can call me at 844-987-CBMS. That was 844-987-CBMS. Or email me at darren@bphdmm.com.
I think I'm going to get in touch with you also.
Yeah?
I am, to make sure that you get here on time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right?
It's the first time ever I've been late.
Small business owners, are you having trouble growing your business? Do you feel like you're always swimming upstream? Do you feel like daily tension that I can't get ahead and I don't know why? Hi everybody, my name is Darren Sayafi and I'm a business therapist. What's a business therapist? Well, some people call us coaches, some people call us advisors, other people even call us strategists. We take a vested interest in you and your personal development as a person and as a business owner to give you the tools and structure that you need to take it to that next level. So don't wait. Give me a call today for your free consultation and let me show you how you can help yourself.
Okay, welcome back to the Business Powwow with our group of advocate people for Medicare and insurance and vets and all the kind of stuff that you do. You want to continue? Do you have anything more that you would like to address?
I'd like to give a quick
group?
shout out. Brian Cohen joined us. Hey Brian.
Brian.
How are you, buddy? Okay, yeah. So Colin, let's continue on that. I know he broke for commercial.
Oh, no
I
worries.
was so into this, and
So
I didn't
who's
want to
blaming me
break
for
for
something?
commercial.
Really?
No, I'm just
I mean,
saying.
I understand.
I understand
but
why
that's-
we went to commercial. I get it. We were supposed to.
Good. Then
but
don't talk about
I
it.
got so
Yes,
involved
please
in
continue.
The that first piece that bothers me so much about the lack of enrollment. Mike is versed in that, and it's not that he's going to do all the lift on that, but you've got people in the community that are tax-paid employees, your county veteran services officers, and I've really become a big fan of them. A service officer is sort of like a tour guide to get you through the VA enrollment process. Engage that person. I don't recommend anyone go out and hire an attorney. I don't recommend anyone try and tackle this by themselves, but get that service officer to help you. They also have service officers at organizations such as the American Legion, VFW, AMVETS, DAV. Those.
So basically, what you really recommend to any vet, just talk to another vet about what's going on and what's open to you, and you might find somebody who can help you.
Yeah, yes and no, but you also have your bartender attorney there that tells. Because we just spell those myths all the time. That guys say, "Yeah, I couldn't get in the VA. They're not going to let you in." I said, "No.
That's not
Go
true.
sit and talk with this service officer." The thing I like about them is they're accredited. And they
Where
have
do you find a service officer?
If you literally just Google whatever your county name is here,
Which I just recently did.
Yeah.
Suffolk County has 3 offices.
Yeah.
The one on the Denison building has 6 service officers in the building.
In the Denison building.
In just that one building. And
That's
then
the
there's one in
county
Riverhead,
offices.
and I
they're
forget where the other
accredited,
one was.
they're trained. That's what they do for a living. They're not doing it on the side like I'm a service officer at my post.
Right.
I travel a lot for work. I'm not really there to give the
You know
service
what?
line.
When you come back in September, why don't you bring these guys?
The VSS?
Oh, you'd love that. You'd love it.
Done.
Because they could tell you all the frustrations they have.
September.
The things that people do wrong in the enrollment process.
I got a
and the
better
delay.
idea. We'll leave September because that's right before enrollment time.
Right.
So that's a big push. Why don't we take one of our Give Back Wednesdays
Done.
and do that for the veterans? What we do is the last Wednesday of the month, we give back. It's we bring in charities and
Love it.
so why don't we do that? Bring
But
you
gotta
guys
call me
in
about that
and
soon,
we do a
because
show just
we only
for the
have 12
veterans.
for the year.
And what
That
they
would be
can
wonderful.
do.
Okay, and we're already
That'd be
like in
wonderful.
August.
We'll work that out after.
All right, so if
after
you
the
call
show.
me
Good
tomorrow,
stuff.
we'll get it scheduled.
So that'll
Okay.
be, and that's on us.
Oh,
That's,
hey,
yeah.
and when you get them started with that part, Advocate, we're already a for-profit business.
Right.
We're a business. That part of it is almost quasi non-profit work. we don't get a penny for
Well,
helping
and that's
our
what I'm
fellow
saying.
veterans.
Let's do Give Back Wednesdays
Yeah,
because
You got
it's
it.
there to
It's
benefit
done.
our veterans
Love
and
it.
our veterans. It's not so anybody makes any money.
Right.
It's there to
To
make
help.
sure our veterans get what they
Right.
need.
Are these
You know.
uniformed people or these people out of the
They're
service?
civilian employees. The
Mm-hmm.
vast majority of them did have a military career before they became service officers.
Are any of them still in the service?
I don't think so. They may be in the Guard or the Reserves, something like
Because
that.
if they
you
do,
you could be.
wearing their uniform would be good. You know, it's the vision that we would like people to see as well, what it is that they do.
Agreed.
Well, I plan on visiting them within the next couple of weeks anyway over a couple
Yeah,
other
but I
issues,
want-
so
we
I will
need to-
bring.
We'll schedule it. You tell me which August, September, October, whatever. The last Wednesday, you tell me which Wednesday it's
Yeah.
going to be, and I will lock you in there.
Because we are booked through August.
Okay.
So
But
That's why you took September.
that's,
yeah.
he's doing
We are
so
sold
good.
out normally by May. This show is sold out,
I bet.
and then we go to 2 nights a week.
Yeah, in
Wow.
September we
We
switched it
go
nights
to
a week.
Monday nights.
I think that was you were a Monday
No,
night,
it was a
right?
Wednesday.
Oh, you were
It was a
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay, so you got to
You
do
got
Wednesday.
some events coming up.
Yeah, so
and,
what do you guys
let's
got going
talk about
on?
the events and fundraising and stuff that you're doing. Who
Because
wants to
we
start?
said it was going to go like this.
Well, it's
We're
there.
at the end.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, you got your Humana event coming up. You need to talk
So
about.
tomorrow in Uniondale we have a what we call as an informational live Medicare opportunity meeting. I co-host with a Humana representative. That's at the Humana office in Uniondale tomorrow at 11.
okay.
1075 RXR Plaza.
RXR Plaza,
Across the street from the Coliseum.
See ya.
Precisely.
10th floor.
Precisely.
10th floor.
And then on Friday,
Siskin and Radler? That floor?
Humana.
Humana
Humana.
office.
Okay.
Humana office.
Okay.
And then on Friday, same time in Harlem at the Harlem Business Alliance.
Okay.
And what would you discuss?
The opportunity within Medicare for insurance agents that want to learn a little bit more.
So this is recruiting for more agents.
Correct.
Okay, and you're going to be there, Mike?
Yeah.
I will be there tomorrow.
Okay, so
And they
anybody
you can sign
can.
autographs, right?
Of
If
course.
you want to
Yes,
get
I
like-
might-
Anybody
Right.
wants my autograph, more than welcome to it.
How about you, Colin? You got anything
I
coming
want
up?
yours on the check.
I'll be at these meetings as well.
Okay, so you're going to be there. You guys,
I-
look, guys, you can come out. You can meet these great people. You can look up new opportunities for yourself, right? You're always looking, trying to expand, trying to give back, because this job is really about giving back. And correct me if I'm wrong. Everything I hear is it's all about the give back and the joy that you get from that. It's not about the money.
Now,
It's-
when
it's not about that.
Do you have any events coming up for the vets?
We have some events that we attend at the service organizations. We've got about 12 states where we go to, like the American Legion Summer Conference, and then we go to national conventions, and it's just to getting the word out. It's exactly what we're
Well,
doing
if you
here.
would ever like to send me a flyer or whatever you need, I will be more than happy to put it on my website. I'll put it on my 2 Facebook pages.
Love it.
I'll do whatever I can to go and help promote what it
you.
is
Yeah.
that you
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah, we'll do
Thank
that
you.
for you guys.
And we
Excellent.
love having veterans as agents because they
Yes.
don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk.
Right, they've
Yes.
been there.
They've been
they,
there.
They can relate. They can, you know, they can.
There's a, you don't have to be, but there is a little credibility piece there. A fellow veteran knows that there's no way I would put them in something just to be transactional.
Right.
I would look out for getting.
Well,
them
it's
wins.
it's a brotherhood.
It is.
It's a
Yeah, it
brotherhood.
I
is.
love
really
you
is a
guys.
brotherhood.
You guys are like fun.
Yeah.
You're good and you're knowledgeable and you do something to help the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
good
that's
stuff.
that's good stuff. I appreciate that.
No
Yeah.
better feeling than walking out after somebody took out a Medicare plan that I showed them,
That you helped.
and
And you
they
know
know
you
they
did the
got
right thing.
have it better than they did the day before.
And to get one
Yeah.
for possibly for nothing for the vets.
Right.
Or so
Oh, yeah.
that's or,
I can
These
get
are
you something
life-saving.
for nothing.
Nothing.
I can get you a
Life-saving
zero
plans.
premium plan.
all right.
So,
We can
Mike,
pay you to do
for
it.
the last time tonight, how can somebody get a hold of you?
Of
if they
all of
needed
you.
to?
For me, you can reach me at 631-392-8268. My email is askmedicaremike@gmail.com. My website is medicaremikeny.com. You could always reach me Mondays, all days at Walmart in Levittown. I'm there through March 31st.
You must own that
Thursday.
store.
I'm there quite often.
You
Every
guys
Monday,
Really?
Thursday mornings, and
weekends?
Friday afternoons.
Which one are you in on weekends?
No, the weekends I'm out selling, and I give Sunday to God.
Okay, how about you, Joanne?
My cell is 954-702-9061 or our company direct is 800-709-5513. Anybody that wants to learn a little bit more about being in the Medicare space or integrating something into their portfolio, I would love to have a conversation and answer questions.
And if you send me some literature, I will send it out to those 2 insurance companies that I know, to the HR area.
Thank you.
And see if you guys can work out.
Awesome.
They're
Love
2
it.
major insurance companies.
Thank you.
My pleasure. And you, sir?
And Cullen.
Cell phone 704-620-4646. And our company email, mine is Cullen, CULLEN.Wright @advocatehealthllc.com.
Oh, we thank you. Thank you all for being here tonight. You guys did a great
Thanks
job.
for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
And what's really going to be good, now you're going to hear the presentation of my partner over here, Darren Dimples.
Presentation. There's no
This
presentation.
long-awaited
Long-awaited announcement.
We're ready.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
This better be good.
Let me get a close up.
we get close
Look
up.
at a close-up
You're gonna get a close up of what?
Close up on you.
Oh, close up on me.
Real close.
So I've been talking since September. We've been working on this project with my friend Chris over at Ready Set Studios and also James, and we had an idea on how to help small companies. You know, I do that and I work with that. So, tonight, Norman was busting my horns about making the announcement and stuff. I said, next week, I'll announce it next week. And actually, Medicare Mike was saying, so we going to hear it during a commercial break. So now I have to talk about it.
Yeah, you do.
So we developed this website, which we're going to launch next week, called GradeMyBusiness.com.
GRADE.
GRADE. mybusiness.com. And what you're going to be able to do, business owners, is you're going to be able to go on this site, take a quiz, and it's going to give you a scorecard or a report card on how you're doing in business. Not just overall, but in different areas. Your sales, your marketing, your finance, operations, all of these different things. And then from there, you can figure out where you need help. And on top of that, and this is something you don't know, what I was talking to Jim earlier, is
They
that
get free tickets
we're
to a
going to
concert?
be launching the Grade My Business podcast, where we're going to be bringing on these companies that join our website and actually walk them through the processes that they can go through in order to improve their company. So this is what's happening. These are the things we've been working on.
Wow.
We actually been shooting some of the stuff here in the studio. We've been shooting stuff at Chris's studio. So we got a lot of different things going on. So, we're looking for a big launch next week.
How long does it take to take a quiz?
The quiz is only 20 questions.
That's it?
So yeah, you go
so
through
you can
20
breeze through that.
questions, and based on how you answer the questions, it should take you about 20 minutes to take the quiz. 15, 20 minutes, and then you get your scorecard, and then you can get some cool,
Send it to Jim first.
what's that? The quiz?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's failed.
Is it multiple choice answers or
They're multiple
essay?
choice answers, and based on the multiple choice answer that you got, we grade you based on the way you answer the question.
So who grades it? You get to
Okay.
grade it?
Well, actually, it's an
Automatically grades?
algorithm. We create an
Oh,
algorithm.
nice.
So based on the question is and how you answer it, that's either high or low in the
I
category.
got to find a new partner because you're going to rock
Well,
and roll with this.
no,
with
this
thing.
I'm not leaving this. This
Okay.
is our
This
thing.
is like
man.
therapy.
This is therapy
We
for
both
me.
have
so,
therapy
yeah.
from this.
But this is actually going to enhance what I do as well as some other people. But look, it's not just about who I work with. It's about giving back and what we were talking about. My purpose in life and my purpose in my business life is to help businesses succeed. It's not about the money, because anybody who knows me no, I don't have a big circular driveway. I don't have 3 horses. I don't have all of these things that Norm keeps saying. That it's really about giving back, and it's
Did
about
one of
making
your
sure
horses
people
die?
My horses.
Well, we have 2 horses now?
Yeah, we have 2 horses. So look for that. Next week, we'll do a small little snippet on Grade My Business. Yep.
You know what
On the
else is
show.
next week?
What's next week?
The Eagles.
The Eagles are coming, right?
Next Friday night.
Next Friday night. We got the
Harlow
Eagles
Theater,
coming.
631-698-9696. Got some tickets left, some good seats. Give me a call.
All right.
That's it.
So
We're
we
good.
look forward to seeing everybody next week. We want to thank our guests one
You
more
guys did a
time.
great
You guys
job.
are fantastic.
We thank you all
right?
for coming.
And we'll see you guys next week right here on the Village Connection
8 o'clock
Network.
sharp.
8 p.m. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
wishing they're all dead. The lines cut off inside my head. I left here like a broken man with no idea of where I stand. Oh.